Hi, Zizaran here, and I wanted to make a quick video about the league mechanic and give you guys some good tips and tricks so that you can improve how you're playing in Affliction. And there's some really crazy power in these ascendancies, and I just wanted to show you a few tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way. So as you might have noticed now, especially if you've ever empowered a boss like Hitava or something, you're getting your absolute, well, you're just getting eaten alive. So be very careful about where you are engaging with the league mechanic. If there's a big boss in the actual zone, you might want to ditch it. And the same goes for maps later on. If you're doing the league mechanic in maps and you see that the boss gets double or triple empowered, it might be time to leave. However, there's a really good tip where you can get a large amount of power without risking much, and it's pretty time efficient. So Desecrated Chamber is such a high level zone that even if you're 10 levels or above, the league mechanic still spawns here. So this means that I can go in here repeatedly and just like reset it or reset it. I don't really care about the rewards that we're getting afterwards. I care about the rewards that are inside. And some cool things for you that don't know it already, Hinekora's Lock is in and Omens is in. So that's just a part of the game now. So once you get in here, you'll see that there will be these like wisps. There's the purple one, there's the yellow ones, and there's the invisible blue ones. So if you've ever wondered what the game is like for colorblind people, I'm assuming it's kind of like that, because I struggle seeing the blue ones. So generally there will be one, but not always, and I always just try to follow one. And they are kind of like color coded. So the purple is for the warlock, the yellow is for the magi, and the blue one is for the huntress. So really good, and good to know that they are there. And then you just run and you try to follow those as much as you can. Sometimes you will just run into a boss like that, which drops loot. But yeah, it's a little bit like, you know, opening loads of doors. You do end up in like different areas, and you don't always encounter an NPC. And there's like a little explosion when you're done, which is basically like, hey, kindly please leave. Then when you leave, it does that big explosion and it empowers everything outside the area, including potentially the boss. So now I'm just going back in, and we're just going to try to find to see if we can find one of the different bosses. So I'm actually looking for the blue one. The yellow one was incredibly strong early. That gives you things like 30% movement speed for not having any sockets in your boots, 50% rest for not having sockets or socketed gems, sorry, in your helmet. So they were actually really good for leveling. But now we have found the warlock, and you can see what all of them do here. So I haven't experimented much with warlock yet, but it does have something that should be really cool for several builds like poison, arc, maybe shield crush, or sorry, bone zone, etc. with the choir of the dam. This should be really good. So interesting things here. I am going Wildwood Primalist, and I am just trying to find the King of the Mist to get my final ascendancy unlocked. And so far, I found chance to suppress spell damage, 11% effect of Withered, and endurance charges when I'm hit, and 3% of leech is instant. The craziest one I've found is up to 100% increased poison duration, which is absolutely insane. And these are all the things that we're farming in low-level maps. People have been linking me things from the chat, etc. And some of the ones that are just item level 72 are absolutely insane. Some things that like I think will be like 5 to 10 divines easily. So I was thinking these things would only be available at item level 83, but they're not. So every time I find a vendor, even if it's not the one I'm looking for, I do check for especially perfect corpses, good tincture, or good charms as well. So this already has one of the good ones that I want, and this gives nearby allies have onslaught. So I'm going to use that, and now all of my units will get onslaught. So really good. It seems that I don't know if you can 5-to-1 tinctures, but you can 5-to-1 charms, people were saying. So buying bad ones, even if you don't need them, can be pretty good as well. And you can find multiple of these in the same run. So you can find the blue one too. There's also a hidden dude, and hopefully my editor will put a little video of me finding the dude here, because I just got a 4th vow of him. Very cool, but a very dangerous mechanic where you're basically frozen. Here is the Nameless Seer. I found him live while recording. This is perfect. So now I get to choose one of these items. Imagine if there was a Mage Blood or something. Probably the Iron Fortress is the rarest thing here. Carrier's Flight is good for my animated Guardian. I think Strength Stacking, that's the rarest item here. Staffles I'm going to find a lot of. So very, very good. And you can see that it disappeared as soon as I clicked that. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to find the boss, how rare it is, etc. But somebody said that it was only available at level 81. That is not correct. Multiple people have said they were getting killed by him in the campaign, etc. I am on a level 91 character, so hopefully I don't get killed during the campaign. There are those balls you just saw me pass through as well. I do feel like they let you go longer into the cloud. Definitely follow the wisp trails that we were showing earlier. Does like now that I'm a little bit lost, it'll probably kick me out pretty fast. With like finding sulfite on the way, you do find like strong boxes and stuff too. Most of the rewards have been kind of just whatever. I have found one divine orb in here so far. Mostly all about the charms, all about the tinctures, and getting your ascendancy upgraded. And you can freely swap between them, so it's pretty straightforward. And I think most people will end up using the charm one depending on their build, but that's like the most straightforward one. Here we found the Primal Huntress. That's the one I look for the most. And then we can see some charms here. Increased effect of non-damaging elements. If you've attacked, you get 6 block. This is the one I wanted. This is amazing. 37 damage. Mirage Archer duration. Those seems really good. So now that I've found this NPC, I do want to try to find enough wisps. Ideally, to buy both. So you can see that I'm trying to track down the blue. But it's kind of hard. I struggle with it a bit. Like now I don't know where it went. Now I want to try to backtrack where I've seen. There's more blue here. I just want to follow that and grab as much as I possibly can. Then now I no longer care about finding the boss. Now I'm all about being able to buy as many of those as possible. And then empowering things, like killing things and doing this in maps, hasn't seemed worth it to me so far. Maybe other people can post in the YouTube comments if they found that's worth it. Boom.
The Predator's strike is
I think I buy those two. I
Keep learning.
don't care that much about the last one. I don't think I'm going to get another 500 in here. I can show you how to do this as well. Make sure you remove a flesh offering. Maybe desecrate too, just for being safe. But now, if I roll back, I'll be really unhappy. I rolled back. I actually lost my onslaught one. Fucking bank it. Okay, so bank often. Man, I was just gonna show how the corpse worked. Okay. A slightly more depressed Zizaran will now be showing how the corpse works. So I take out Desecrate, I take out Flesh Offering. Make sure I have Raise Corpse. Boom. And then I rest it. Now, if this dies, you do lose it. If you accidentally, like, pop it out, like you lose the requirements for it, that's fine. It'll pop on the ground as a corpse, but it's very easy to flesh offering it. So keep that in mind. But now I have onslaught for my SRS as well. And yeah, these do 5 to 1. So just wanted to make this quick video for you guys that are starting late and maybe people that haven't interacted that much with the mechanic. It is super rippy, so be very careful with it. And I'll post more videos as we explore more of the mechanic. I hope this helps. Sub if you liked the video, but more importantly, try to die less than I do.